And we're joined now by Mark Clague, the Executive Director of the UM Arts Initiative, and Mary Jo DesPrez. Did I get it right? DesPrez. I should have asked ahead of time. Come on. Wolverine Wellness Director. Great to see you guys here. Thank you so much for coming in. Mark, first tell me about the initiative here.
So the University of Michigan Arts Initiative is basically a campus-wide catalyst for just bringing the arts into everything we do at Michigan, making a real core commitment to the arts in our service, learning, and research mission.
Ms. DesPrez, tell me how Wolverine Wellness got involved in this and why it's so important.
So this innovation really looks at sort of some big initiatives at the University of Michigan. Obviously, Mark's the Arts Initiative, sort of clinical interaction, and then sort of connecting that to arts activity. So Wolverine Wellness's job is to be that connector role when we have a referral and we want to get somebody to an arts experience. They're going to help fill that role.
And this is all about improving mental health.
Well, it's really about a thriving community in all dimensions. I mean, we want our students to be enormously successful, but also lead really meaningful and sort of engaged lives. And one of the things, there's actually research from all around the world that shows that the arts are really part of that thriving, successful life. And so we have this amazing medical system at the university. We have this amazing sort of arts treasures, University Musical Society, the museum, the School of Music, Theater, and Dance, the Arts, Stamp School of Art and Design, our Taubman School of Architecture, LSA has all sorts of art. So, putting all that together and just making the connections between Wolverine Wellness, our mental health sort of support, and then really the needs of our students and our faculty and staff.
Well, how does it, from the student perspective, or whoever is benefiting, how does it work when you talk about all these art activities?
Want to jump into that? Or?
Yeah, and so I think what will happen is for this pilot study that we're going to do in the fall, we're really addressing data that says our students are experiencing loneliness and isolation. And so when a student for this pilot indicates loneliness or isolation, they then will be offered this arts prescription or ArtsRx. And
I like that, arts prescription. I like that sound of that.
And so it's using non-clinical community experiences, and in this case, art, to provide that connection. And then the experiences themselves are intentionally creating connection opportunities so that students will be able to sort of access it with a coach. So somebody for them to sit down and say, what do you want to do? So some might want to do dance, some might want to do music, some might want to build pottery. So that arts connection will help them do that.
And we're not just sending them to an arts experience, we're actually doing meetups. So we're bringing students together, and then they're doing this stuff as a community. So they're meeting other students. We did a study that showed that the basic reason why students weren't participating in campus activities like the arts was they didn't have somebody to do it with. So it was sort of circular. They felt alone, but they didn't want to do stuff because they didn't have someone to do it with. And so we're creating meetups and bringing people together. And I think that's one of the magic things about the arts. I mean, you have individuals who are creative, they're writing poetry, they're doing extraordinary things, but it doesn't mean anything until you bring others into the mix, until you create a community. You need a concert and you need an audience, right, to have art happen. And so there is this sort of natural I would say energy around bringing people together around the arts, and that's what we're sort of hoping with ArtsRx.
They need that little push, that nudge. It's like when my kids say they don't want to go swimming, and I just toss them in. I go, yeah, you do. And in 5 minutes, they're having the time of their lives. This has not been done in Michigan yet, correct?
No, this is brand new at the University of Michigan. We think we're the first organization in the state, and we really hope that through the research arm, the partnership that we're bringing between the arts community on campus and our medical researchers, that we actually are able to discover how this works in our state, how it works for our institutions, and that this becomes influential and really inspires many other people to be part of the arts prescribing movement, which actually is international. It's happening all across the United States, but in the UK and Europe as well.
And MJ, sorry, Mary Jo, I feel like I know you.
That's okay. It's like that. It's what my brother calls me.
I feel like I know you so well now. They've gotten good results around the world from this, correct?
They have. So social prescribing is an internationally recognized tool to sort of improve communities or have communities thrive. So the research is really deep. I think what's really fun about this is that it hasn't particularly been done at institutions of higher education a lot. And so we have an opportunity to figure out how to do that really well. And I think it it's just like the tip of the iceberg maybe, because there is also nature RX prescribing, there's movement RX prescribing, there's other kinds, and so this will really inform, I think, the tip of the iceberg of lots of experiences, non-clinical experiences that can really help people.
How do they get involved?
Well, they get involved by coming to the Arts Initiative website, arts.umich.edu, and you can sign up. There's two ways to get involved. One is this pilot study that Mary Jo talked about. Another is actually what we call self-prescribing. So we're going to advertise certain arts events. And in fact, we have a giant campus arts festival coming up September 25th through October 26th. Hundreds of events in visual art, theater, dance, music. And so people can get involved and basically go to these events. You can self-prescribe. We know that the arts are good for you. They're not only beautiful, they're something that helps you grow, it helps your wellness, it just helps you connect with your community, it helps your quality of life, meaningful life, and we just want to send that message to everybody and have them jump into the arts.
My college humanities class, I remember dreading having to go to the library and look at all this art. And I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it. I thought, I had no idea I was so interested in all these things. But so this is a big opportunity. We really hope this goes well, and it could lead to much bigger things, right? In the future.
That's our hope. We want to be sort of the international leader in social prescribing and arts prescribing, nature RX, movement RX. There's so many ways that if you get involved in your community, you take advantage of the arts, you're going to lead a more fulfilling life.
Well, no pressure, guys. I'm sure it's going to go fantastic. I love that you were able to share it and let people know how to get involved. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Let's get back to Nick.